SQE1 preparation, criminal practice, rights of suspects at the police station by street lawyer, helping you to pass first time. The FLK to criminal law and practice states this: rights of a suspect being detained by the police for questioning, right to legal advice, and right to have someone informed of arrest. So, question: what key knowledge is covered in this class? Well, 1, to explain the rights a suspect has whilst detained at the police station, and 2, explain when these rights can be delayed. And we'll be focusing on 2 rights: the right to legal advice and the right to have someone informed of their rights. By way of an SQE1 exam tip, SBAQs may centre on knowing what rights suspects do and don't have while at the police station, and SBAQs may also centre on identifying when rights can be delayed. As a tip to answer these questions, it's important to know the correct rank of the officer who can delay these rights and the correct grounds which must exist to allow these rights to be delayed. Now look at this test your knowledge question. Tony is arrested for manslaughter and taken to the police station and is before the custody officer. Which one of the following statements best describes whether there can be a delay of Tony's right to have someone informed of his arrest as per section 56 of PACE 1984? A. The custody officer may authorise delaying this right for a maximum period of 24 hours as Tony has been arrested for an indictable offence. Or is it B? An officer not below the rank of inspector may authorise delaying this right for up to a maximum period of 36 hours as Tony has been arrested for an indictable offence. Or C? An officer not below the rank of superintendent may authorise delaying this right for up to a maximum period of 24 hours as Tony has been arrested for an indictable offence. Or D, an officer not below the rank of inspector may authorise delaying this right for up to a maximum period of 36 hours, but only because Tony has been arrested for an offence triable only on indictment. Or is the answer E? An officer not below the rank of superintendent may authorise delaying this right for up to a maximum of 36 hours, but only because Tony has been arrested for an offence triable only on indictment. At the end of the class, we'll return to this question. Now look at this test your knowledge question. Identify which of the following reasons would enable the police to delay a suspect's right to legal advice, where access to legal advice would A. lead to the interference with evidence connected with an indictable offence, B. lead to harming evidence connected with an indictable offence, C. lead to an interference with or physical injury to other persons, D. lead to the alerting of other persons suspected of having committed such an offence but not yet arrested for it, or E. hinder the recovery of any property obtained as a result of such an offence. And again, at the end of the class, we return to this question. By way of background, suspects and volunteers at the police station have important rights. These rights exist to protect a suspect from harm and safeguard against abuse. When these rights are unlawfully restricted and denied, this is likely to result in harm to the suspect, police misconduct and disciplinary action to follow, and any evidence obtained inadmissible. So the question is, what rights does a suspect have at the police station? A suspect at the police station has a number of rights which the police must ensure are respected. These rights are set out in the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984 and the Police Code of Practice Code C specifically. They include the right to free and independent legal advice, section 58 of PACE, and the right to notify someone of their arrest, section 56 of PACE. The suspect has other rights at the police station, including the right to inspect the police code of practice, the right to information on detention time limits, the right to medical help, the right to an interpreter if they don't speak English. There are many more rights a suspect has. Question: what does a suspect's right to legal advice mean? A person arrested and held in custody in a police station or other premises shall be entitled, if he so requests, to consult a solicitor privately at any time, as per section 58(1) of PACE. Question: can the police put a suspect off from seeking legal advice? The answer is no. The Code C states no police officer should at any time do or say anything with the intention of dissuading any person who is entitled to legal advice, whether or not they have been arrested and are detained, from obtaining legal advice. Code C, paragraph 6.4. And please also read paragraph 6ZA of the Code C. And pause the video and read it for yourself. Question: can a suspect's right to legal advice be delayed? This is a very important question and is very common in an SBAQ question. The answer is yes, as long as the legal test is met. Any delay must be authorized by an officer of at least the rank of superintendent and can be authorized only when a suspect has been arrested for an indictable offence, and only be authorized if the officer has reasonable grounds for believing that the exercise of this right at the time when the suspect wishes to exercise it will A. lead to interference with or harm to evidence connected with an indictable offence, or interference with or physical injury to other persons, or B. lead to the alerting of other persons suspected of having committed such an offence but not yet arrested for it, or C. hinder the recovery of any property obtained as a result of such offence. The length of any delay can be for a maximum of 36 hours from the relevant time. An authorization for delaying a suspect's access to legal advice can be given orally, but if it is, it must be confirmed in writing as soon as practicable. And this is contained in section 58 of PACE. Question: can an interview take place if the suspect has changed their mind and no longer wants legal advice? Where a suspect changes their mind about wanting a solicitor present at an interview can proceed, but this must be authorized by an officer not below the rank of inspector, and the suspect confirms this in writing. There are other safeguards too, and see Code C, paragraph 6.6. Question: what does right to have someone informed of their arrest mean? Where a person has been arrested and is being held in custody in a police station or other premises, he shall be entitled, if he so requests, to have one friend or relative or other person who is known to him or who is likely to take an interest in his welfare told as soon as practicable that he has been arrested and is being detained there, as per section 56(1) of PACE. Question: can a suspect's right to have someone informed be delayed? Again, a very important question and very common in SBAQ questions. The answer is yes, as long as the legal test is met. Any delay must be authorized by an officer of at least the rank of inspector and can only be authorized when the suspect has been detained for an indictable offence, i.e. an either way, or an indictable only as per section 56, and B. may do so only if they have reasonable grounds for believing that telling the named person of the arrest will A. lead to interference with or harm to evidence connected with an indictable offence, or interfere with or physical injury to other persons, B. lead to the alerting of other persons suspected of having committed such an offence but not yet arrested for it, or C. hinder the recovery of any property obtained as a result of such an offence, as per section 56. The length of any delay can be for a maximum of 36 hours from the relevant time. Again, authorization may be given orally, but if it is, must be confirmed in writing as soon as practical, and this is all contained in section 56 of PACE. So returning to those test your knowledge questions, pause this video, read it for yourself and check the next slide for the answer. Again, pause the video and read the slide for yourself. And the answer is option B. And again, returning to the test your knowledge question at the beginning of class, again, read this question for yourself, pause the video, and then check the next slide for the answer. And the answer is, again, pause the answer. According to section 58.8 of PACE 1984, all of these are statutory reasons for delaying access to legal advice. Remember, watch all the videos in the SQE Prep Criminal Practice series. Understand the functioning legal knowledge being examined by reading the SRA website for yourself. Revise from a good SQE book. Attend and participate in class. Prepare Q&A flashcards. Practice as many SBAQs as possible. Subscribe to Community Legal Education on YouTube and put your notification on so you don't miss out on more SQE prep videos. Hope you found this class useful. See you in the next class and thank you for watching.